is a quick down and dirty about how the ranking system, as such as it is, works in this game. Okay, there is most often questions about Cantina Legend. This is the most confusing rank in the game. We will explain all of this. So when you start playing the game, you are Rookie 1 by default. You can earn enough points in an individual bracket. These are the leaderboards that you are randomly placed into each week, okay? It is a subset of the massive player base. You're not up against everybody on this bracket. It is a subset that you are randomly placed into. Then, depending on how well you perform in that, if you are anywhere down in Rookie or even the later ones here, you can promote double. Okay, so if you are Rookie 1 and you perform in the top of your bracket, you can promote up to Rookie 3 in a single week, okay? And you can leapfrog that way throughout the entire 3-month season. Okay, you got 3 months to square all this away if you're brand new and you just start, what would it be, next week? Or no, it just began. It just began last week. So, okay, just began last week. You got 68 days and change now. So you can double promote all the way up into these. There's various cosmetic rewards for promoting and ending the season in 68 days at whatever level this is, okay? You need to keep on top of it each week, so on. So you go through Wildcard to get to Daredevil. Okay, this is what everybody has most questions about. Hotshot and Cantina. These are, to clarify this, the same rank. These are the same rank, okay? Daredevil, there's the 3 Daredevils over here, hooray. And then there's Hotshot. This is technically the highest rank. Cantina just means the top 1,000 of the hotshots. Okay?
Okay.
It doesn't mean, the reason that this distinction matters is because say you placed with enough points to be in the top 1,000 in the world, but you're Daredevil 3 that week, you will not get Cantina. You cannot. It is only the top 1,000 hotshots. So, what that means is, for a given week, whatever your rank is, right now I am a hotshot, this week, it will take the top 1,000 performers who are already hotshot and promote them to Cantina Legend. Okay? You get a special, like, hooray, you're Cantina now. That's it. Now, each week, you can demote out of that. Okay? Each week, you can lose that rank. Each week, you can fall out of it. Yeah, for the ranks, you can promote a single, up 1, you can promote up 2, and you can promote up 3. Hooray. So you can move up pretty quickly through the ranks, and then you can land at Hotshot, technically the highest rank, okay? Once you get to Hotshot, for a given week, the next week, now that you've been granted Hotshot, like right now I'm a Hotshot, hooray, because I did this last week's trial, you end up in Hotshot again. Hooray. Now, right now, second week of Expedition, or second week of the new season, there are no Cantina Legends. There weren't any last week, this whole last 7 days, and there aren't any right now. There are nobody right now has Cantina, okay? And that's because at the end of a season, they demote you. If you are Hotshot, okay, which is, again, includes all Cantinas, you demote to Daredevil 2. You demote to Daredevil 2. Everybody demotes. If you are in Hotshot, you demote to Daredevil 2. All the lower ranks also demote, but for your Hotshots, you're Daredevil 2. Which means, this past week, everybody was just sort of in their own brackets. It was all super easy, and the top bracket was a double promotion. That's why I was confused. It's a double promotion from Daredevil 2 to Daredevil 3 to Hotshot. Okay? 1, 2. That's as high as you can go in the first week of a split. Right now, all those people like me who got the top of their brackets are hotshots, which includes many thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of players, okay? Then, this week, after these trials right here, whomever of, again, this is terribly important, just the hotshots. Everybody else need not apply. Doesn't matter. You can't get it. If you are hotshot right now, you will be considered with these scores as to whether or not you can be Cantina Legend at the end of this week. Okay? End of this week, which right now means Tuesdays. They've changed this. They apparently synced it up with Patch Day, which is always a Tuesday. And so, yeah, now it ends Monday nights at, and not midnight anymore. Monday night into Tuesday morning, okay? So that's what this timer is, okay? That ought to, if my math is correct, take me to Tuesday morning at 3 a.m. Next Tuesday. And then there's presumably another hour break. And then at 5 a.m., the new trials release. So, hooray, new trials at 5 a.m. Pacific time each week on a Tuesday morning. And then you can find out where you placed. So, whomever is a hot shot this week, the top 1,000 performers for this week's trials will be called and crowned Cantina Legend next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 5 a.m. Pacific time, we will know who the top 1,000 performers are. Okay? Okay. Now this also, like, doesn't reward you anything except bragging rights and all of that. Like, I've been Cantina before. But you don't get any of these rewards down here, all these cosmetics, unless you finish the season here. So getting Cantina right now is not actually helpful if you're after the cosmetics. Because if you, like me, are your hot shot right now, you get top 1,000 this week, which I hope to do, we'll see. And then you just stopped playing the rest of the season, you would demote each week. Each week you would demote. So next week, okay, you're a hotshot again. You didn't keep your Cantina title. And the next week, Daredevil. And then down and down and down and down. And if you just didn't play the rest of the season, you might have been Cantina on week 2. No, week 3. Yeah, week 3, which is how the earliest that anyone can be Cantina. But if you just stopped playing the game, you might be surprised to find that at the very end of the season, it says, yeah, you're a rookie 1. Because it decays. And so there are a lot of people who don't bother until the last couple weeks, okay? You can do triple promotions all the way through here to get up to Hot Shot. And then the very last week, your Hot Shot, now it's looking at the top contenders of that Hot Shot for the Cantina for all the rewards at the end. No rewards if you don't get it in the final week.